Evening, Dave.
Evening, Mr. Baz.
What day is this? Is this Monday? Why are we doing this on a Monday?
We're doing an extra special live stream this week, pal.
Oh, you got me confused today, like.
We know. Well, technically, Baz, it's like, it's all about this Star Wars event this Saturday. And to be perfectly honest, the only person, honestly, to introduce himself and about the event and all questions you've got is technically the special guest in the background. So if you want to introduce him.
All right, bring him in.
Evening,
Good
guys.
evening, mate.
Evening.
If you want to introduce yourself, Wayne, and what you do and how it all started and what to expect at the show, because me and Baz, I've never been there, so we're leaving it all up to you, Wayne. So go ahead and try and get some questions to you.
Yes, I'm Wayne, and I'm one of the co-organisers of the Echo Base Live event. And basically, this is predominantly a trading event, which is started up from the Echo Base Facebook groups. And we decided roughly 6 years ago to start having an in-person meet-up, which was just started with about 20 tables. And gradually over the event, it's grown, and we're on to our 10th event now. And for this event, we've got over 160 tables. We've got guest stars. We've got lightsaber training. We've got life-size displays. We've got cosplay. We've got charity raffle. So it's a really fun day. It's a great event for all the family, not just for die-hard collectors. Although it is, the best place for die-hard collectors to get some very, very rare items. But it's also great for kids to come along and get Lego, to get cheap modern figures. You really can get 50p things or £5,000 things. So it's this Saturday, the 2nd of April. It starts at 10 o'clock, and it's in the Kingfisher Shopping Centre, Redditch. We use Redditch because it's a really great and accessible place. The shopping centre's got 4 or 5 multi-story car parks. There's plenty of places to eat. There's plenty of shops for the wife to go while you're doing your Star Wars collecting. So it's on the lower retail level, which is underneath the Wilkinson or Wilco next to Farm Foods. And the guests that we've got this time, we've got Femi Taylor. Pardon me, excuse me. Who played
all the pictures up as well.
Pardon?
I sent Baz some pictures of the guests for you. So make it easy for you.
Yeah, so we've got Femi Taylor, which is Ula. Got Paul Blake, who's Greedo. Got Mike Edmonds, who was played Yugnar and Logray. We've got John Simkin, who was Klaatu. David Stone, who was a B-Wing pilot and an A-Wing pilot and several other things. X-Wing pilot as well, I think. Brian Wheeler, who was an Ewok. Chris Bunn, who was a Stormtrooper and Cantina, well, an alien outside Cantina is a Weo Sleer or something like that. And Andrew Lorden, who was a stunt double for Qui-Gon Jinn in episode 1.
Whoa. And he's doing the lightsaber training, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, he is. And he's doing the signing as well. And he'll do any video messages and all sorts of stuff. He's a great chap, is Andrew. And we raise money for charity. It's a big part of the Echo-based groups. And on the day we have a big raffle, which 100% of the funds goes to the charity. And this year we're raising money for the Hull and East Yorkshire Children's University, which is a charity that helps out schools in deprived areas and sort of enriches the education of the children from those deprived areas. So far since 2015, we've raised £85,000 for various charities. Last year we raised for a spinal unit charity and we raised £27,600 for them. So we choose one charity who we raise money for the whole year.
Yeah.
So
basically, it opens at 10 o'clock until about 3. Is it 3, 4 o'clock? Is it?
yeah, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, whenever it fizzles out. Really, we do the charity raffle about 2:30, and everyone sort of crowds around, and then after that, people head off to the pub or home or wherever they go.
Yes. Or basically pack up and bits and. So basically, from 10 o'clock till say 3, 4 o'clock, it's completely free to enter, which is unusual for a convention.
It is, yeah. It's one of the really attractive features of the event is that it's open to everyone.
Yeah.
You don't need to be fined 20 or 30 quid just to get in the first place. It's completely free. So you just get passers by. You get people who had no idea it was on, and just come in with a family and have a really nice time.
Yeah. After I went down the shopping centre, I quite like the shopping goes in a big circle, but then there's like McDonald's, a big eating area you walk through. The cinema's upstairs, and downstairs is the show. You know, it's crazy. So I know all the early birds are all sold out, aren't they? Because you normally do early birds and bits.
Yeah, the early birds have been sold out for I don't know, about 2.5 months now, 3 months.
Yeah.
I only started selling them at the beginning of January, and they sold out really fast. So it's good to keep a limit on these things so that it sort of people get a really good advantage from getting them.
Yeah. So basically, is it just purely 100% Star Wars all the dealers are selling, or can they bring other stuff, or is it just 100% official Star Wars stuff?
The idea is just Star Wars.
Yeah.
You might find some other bits and bobs around, especially on the artist stands, but it is predominantly Star Wars.
Yeah. So yeah. Any idea what the car parking fees? Because I know that's probably the only thing you need to pay for, isn't it? It's something like £2 for 2 hours, £2.50 for something, 3 hours.
Yeah, I think it's about £6 for the full day, so it's not extortionate.
Yeah, well, it's half the price. It's a third of the price of the NEC and that sort of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not even talking about London prices.
No, and you're getting a lot for it. It's, you can have a full day out for the price of a car parking ticket.
Yeah. I say there's all the general shops, stores in there. There's a lot.
Big shopping centre, isn't it? It's your typical large shopping centre with all your Primarks and Poundlands and Wilco's range, all your typical shops in there. So,
I know it's very, very good. Is it all in the one? I've been to a shop. Is it all going to be in that one shop, or is it going to be scattered some upstairs as well, or is it all completely in the shop itself?
We aim to have it all in the shop or just outside the shop. We had events before, because we only work on what's empty.
Yeah.
Previously, we once had an event between 3 different shops, and they were sort of each end of the shopping centre.
Oh.
And some people loved it. Some people preferred it. I didn't. I like it together. But some people said they liked that they got like an intense shop full of stalls, and then they got a 5-minute walk, and then another intense shop, and then another 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
But as we're growing,
if it's all compressed into one place, everyone's done it in like 10 minutes, you're buggered. But if you got 3 buildings, you can at least walk around it a bit more. So, therefore, if you guys get bigger, you can have 2 shops next time, can't you?
This shop's 25,000 square foot. You're not going to do it in 10 minutes.
No. No.
Especially when you see the crowd that you have to work through.
Yes. But no, I'm really looking forward to it, perfectly honest. I was hoping to come to last year's one. I know other people have been talking about this event quite a load of times. It's going to be something different. I've normally done other conventions that, especially at, other conventions, they purely go for that item. You can really find, like you said earlier, you can find anything from really small to ultimately almost any graded figure you want, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's the thing, having it as a specialized Star Wars event, it really does bring out the special items. Whereas when you have an event which is cross 10 or 15 different themes, like your normal NECs, Harry Potter sort of things, it's very, very hard to find what you're after.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan, like a Star Wars maniac, then you're going to find what you want at Echo Live.
Yeah. I think the only thing you might not find there is that misfiring Boba Fett prototype, and that might not be there, but you never know, do you?
Probably not, but if you arranged with someone pre-event, you could well have one.
You haven't got like a special display case with one in take a picture of the most expensive toy in the world on?
Sadly not. But
if
I owned one, I would bring it and show it off.
Yeah. You probably need about 50 security guards, don't you, or something?
Yeah, I think the last one just sold for, was it 250,000, something like that. So,
I wonder if that's the J shape or the L shape, because I know the J shape's a bit harder than the L shape version. So,
yeah, it's mad, totally mad. My house isn't even worth that much.
No, it's only going to go up in value, isn't it? Because they don't make many. It's just, it always depends when a seller decides to sell it, what they get for it. So.
Yeah, it's such a niche item, but there's not many of them around. So there's always going to be someone with deep pockets willing to pay the money.
Yes. Well, you've got some merchandise for sale on your stall as well.
Yeah.
You've got your own stall there. So, Baz, you can find me that merchandise picture if you can.
Yeah, we always offer up mugs. Mugs are...
do your T-shirts sell out or something?
Well loved. Pardon?
Your T-shirts sell out? Or you got
the T-shirts, I only do special order only, so like pre-order. So I've got one on now, actually.
Whoa.
You can't buy one if you haven't ordered one.
It's like that logo, isn't it? So.
I've had magnets made. I've got some badges which we're going to be giving away as swag for free. And I've had some cool key rings made. Yeah.
There's the picture.
That's the one. And then I've got the mugs as well.
Yeah. The only thing I've got
the two different designs, one based around the figures, and one based around the Scum and Villainy artwork for the event artwork.
But if all proceeds go to the charity as well, or
the profits go towards a charity. So it's nice if we can sell out. I haven't made that many this time. I think we've got 150 key rings, 100 magnets. Can't remember how many badges I got. 150, I think. So it's all designed to go.
Have you done the post as well? So if anyone wants to get it signed there as well, that sort of stuff, or
no, I've made posters before and people weren't really interested. So no, I just get the one. I get some. I get some posters made with all the characters on, all the guests on, which they sign for us, and then we use them in future for fundraising for the charities, in the raffles and things like that. So some people are lucky enough to win those. Yeah. And they're really nice.
In the chat, if any got any questions, please put them in the chat for Wayne, because he's the best person to ask. I am actually selling there, doing a few bits. I've got like
Dave, I'll put you on the big screen.
Kylo Ren large t-shirts, brand new bagged ones, that sort of stuff. I've got carded loose figures, the ships, like everyone knows. I've got one graded figure, which I'm still deciding what to do with and that sort of stuff, but it is slightly cracked in the corner, that sort of stuff. If anyone watching the stream as well, if they come up to my store, just either watch this stream and I'll give you a complete Japanese Quadro Star Wars solo poster at the show. It's a double-sided one, so I've got a few of them, but not many. But it's like one per person. So if anyone comes up to me, watches the stream, just say, watch the stream. I'll give them one of these solo Japanese posters for nothing. I've got other stuff like pictures, figures, everything, just lightsabers, a bit of everything. So there you go. Stuff to expect.
Well, I've got this screen share and I'll show off some of the. Well, I've just done that again.
Well, basically, a couple of weeks ago, I met Paul Blake.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that video. That was really good.
And basically, these were the guests, aren't they, signing?
As usually, Blue Harvest was asking who was coming, so while I'm got this up, I thought I'd just kind of show them after new, Dave.
Okay.
Who was this coming? Greedo.
I've got a special
I knew
message
you
from
were-
Greedo in a minute, so just wait for it a sec. So carry on, bud. I can't remember that character in the film.
I look at that.
He walks past outside the cantina.
Ah.
Who's watching? Just Mark Airy. I've just found out how you see the comments. I'll have the Echo figure guides for sale on Saturday if anyone wants to see them or is interested in buying them. But I don't think we'll be coming back to Leeds, Mark. I'm afraid it's much bigger than it was back then.
The only good thing with like the Midlands where you are, Wayne, it's like everyone up and down the country can get to it.
Oh, I totally get that. I live in East Yorkshire. I live 3.5 hours away from Redditch.
People, you can get the Scotland people, the Ireland people flying in. Sweet. Is that the last one, Baz?
You want me to show that video then, or do you want to leave
Yeah,
that?
if you want to share the Paul Blake video, special video for Paul Blake for the event.
Yeah, I think I am Greedo from Star Wars and A New Hope.
Really? I'll sort this in a minute.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Paul Blake here. That's Greedo. Yeah, I think I am Greedo from Star Wars and A New Hope. Here in beautiful, sunny Aberdeen. But next week, on Saturday, the 2nd of April, yes, that's Saturday, the 2nd of April, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be in Redditch at the Echo Base Live Convention, to which I am looking forward to immensely. And I take it that you're all going to be there too, because I'll need to speak to every one of you. To you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Oh yes, and you. So be there. Well, hello everybody. It's just Paul Blake here. That's Greedo. Yep.
I love that. That video is brilliant.
Yeah. The perfect thing is I tried to get him on the live stream like tonight, but the only way to get hold of him was like emails and that sort of stuff. So I said to him, would you mind then just do me a quick video, introduce yourself, Reddit, and all the rest of it? And that's what he's done for us. I say, Wayne, if you want to put it up on your Echo Base Facebook page as well, it's up to you.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I've sent it to the other guy we won't be mentioning, But say, if you want to, more than welcome to put it up on your...
He doesn't do any marketing, does the other guy? He leaves it all to me. He just does the traders.
Yes.
Solo's cargo hold. Keep seeing old videos of you all in a disco. We'll all go down to the local Weatherspoons afterwards and party on the Saturday night as if we're 21 years old again. Everyone's
like a meet and greet for the like people and that sort of stuff. Then,
pardon?
Is that like open to anyone or?
Yeah, the more the merrier. What we often find is people come to Echo the first time and they think, oh, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
And obviously they get to meet people. And then hopefully the second time they'll stay over. And it's just one big party, to be honest. I don't go for the Star Wars. I just go for the night out. I just go to see friends, basically. But the thing is, these are guys who none of us knew each other only, 6.5 years ago, whatever. And now a lot of us are really close. And that's just from meeting up twice a year at Echo Base Live. But it stemmed from that, really, because now I've been on holiday with some of the guys, and we've been across to Sweden, we've been across to Northern Ireland with some of the guys. It's a really close knit community. There was about 25 of us met up in Nottingham last year just to meet up during after COVID lockdowns had opened back up and that. Yeah, it's just a great community, and the thing is, it's really nice if people come wanting to make friends. It's a great time, so I recommend it. If you're gonna come, stay over. Work up the courage, because you only have to meet one or two people, and we have an Indian meal on a Saturday night. Who everyone's welcome to.
Don't be stopping then. I'm
Are you staying over this week? Or?
I'm gonna live a bit closer than you, Wayne. So,
Yeah, I get that. There's a couple of my friends who were admin on the modern group, and they're like, "Oh, we can't stay over because we only live 10 minutes down the road." I'm like, that's more of a reason to stay over. You can get hungover, and you're only 10 minutes away from home.
Drive home, do you? Yeah. I think I'm about 20 miles from it, so 15, 20 miles.
No, but you don't get the same experience. And you don't get the same experience, and you don't get the same friendships.
Yes.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's not something that happens immediately. It takes time.
Yeah.
It's how much you invest in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But certainly as a first timer, I totally understand. I think I did the first 3 without staying over. But obviously, there were only very, very small events back then. Mark, why aren't you coming?
I know some of the people are coming up. They're stopping over the Friday night as well, so they're getting.
Yeah, I'm saying Friday, Saturday.
What time can the early birds actually get in from? Is it 9 o'clock? Do they get an hour?
9:15.
Huh?
9:15.
9:15.
Yeah. But we give out the passes from 8 o'clock. The queue gets very big.
Yes.
So it's worth getting there early.
So technically, it's a fan-run convention by fans for fans, and expect a whole lot of fans there to help each other out, show everyone a good time and everything. I say when I was up at Edinburgh, the Aberdeen Comic Con, one of the standout people to me were like the Star Wars guys selling the lightsaber battles.
Yeah.
And they were showing every walks of life out there. This little kid went up to, "Can you show me?" But he was like on a wheelchair. He said, "Yes, 100%. Sometimes the Star Wars community goes beyond and beyond each other. Me and Baz know a friend called John in America, and his brother's got short of money for his cancer. But technically, he did an 8-hour live stream selling stuff off, and literally the whole community around the world came up to him, sending stuff around the world to him, and helped him out and raised quite a bit of money for him to carry on with his bits and pieces.
So, thinking Echo Base is very much like that, but sadly, we've had a couple of people take the mick over the years.
Yeah.
We had one person who came onto Echo, and they asked if they could advertise a raffle for this little girl in Northern Ireland who needed a new wheelchair. And instead of, we said, yeah, you can do the raffle, but we also did our own and raised, I think it was nearly £4,000, and basically bought this girl a wheelchair.
Whoa.
Which was amazing. Really, really amazing. And There's pictures of some of our guys with the girl with the wheelchair and the parents.
I know there's a picture of you pushing a guest around a couple of years ago on the Facebook page.
That was Robert Watts. He was producer of Return of the Jedi.
Whoa.
But then there was another time where one of our members who was quite active at the time had to sell up his collection because he had bills, and everyone came together, donated money, gave him the money he needed. He didn't have to sell a single thing. It was, thank you very much, thank you everyone, really appreciate this. A month later, he sold all his collection. And then left the group after we'd just given him like $2,500 for nothing. And things like that sour it. So there is both ways, and I think we're a bit more apprehensive about helping now because you're never sure what you're going to get. Don't get me wrong, good cause. We will always help a good cause, which is why we still, we did the wheelchair and we would do the same again. And yeah, the charities we raise for, but helping some people out. Some people are just, they just don't appreciate it. They just take the mick.
It's perfect. I've had the same situation. I've gave a few people in the past either posters, weapons, like toys in the past, and literally a week later they're selling it.
Exactly. Yeah.
For me, I've always now said if it's for collector purposes and to help a collector out, I'm more or less helping collectors out anywhere. Even at a show, I go to show guys, if you need any help setting up bits, I'm always 90% the first person to ask. And he says, do you want anything? He says, no. It's part of the experience, and that's it for me. For like helping collectors out now, I'm more or less, I know it's going to their own personal collection, I don't mind helping people out with certain bits, in like certain hard bits or missing accessories or missing weapons.
Slap the like button like you.
Solo's cargo hold, is that Dan Zerker, is it?
Answer the question.
Who's Solo's cargo hold?
It's one of the things we get a load of people coming on sometimes in our chat. He's like, never seen half these people before. He's like, okay. But then we're basically, I'm like Bob from XYZ. I was like, who's Bob?
Dan Solo. Yeah, I thought it might have been Dan. How we doing, man? We don't ask for charity donations for swag. By all means, you can give charity donations for swag, but the idea of swag is that you make your own and then you trade it.
Yeah.
Whether that's a badge or a pencil or a sticker, whatever. The idea is that you bring it along, hopefully with a smart idea, and you trade.
Yeah. Well, no, some people have built dioramas, and if they build dioramas themselves, put the figure on, they bring them and they sell them quite, handsomely, quite easy, don't they?
Yeah.
That's quite a big thing because people don't know how to build their own Star Wars diorama sets or anything in any toy realms, but some people know to do it to a T.
Yeah, well, my friend James Hornick Unger, he does amazing dioramas, like you say, and he just makes them out of anything and everything that he sees around. And I don't know if you've seen them before.
Yeah.
But make sure you see them when you come down on Saturday. His dioramas are just amazing. He even did one in an old TV before.
I think I've seen that one,
big old TV. So he took the screen out and I can't remember if it was like a Death Star and a spaceship or something in it. But yeah, just really, really amazing. And Yoda's huts with proper like tree branches and that. It's just some amazing things that he makes.
I can remember that TV going around on Facebook groups. That was unbelievable piece of work. That was one in a million,
And we've got this guy. I hope he'll excuse me. I forgot his name. I think it's David Aiken is doing some sort of diorama experience sort of thing on the day where the kids can put together kits and paint them, I believe.
Ooh.
on Saturday. So that's something to look forward to.
So basically, expect the unexpected at the Star Wars convention, isn't it? Then.
There's going to be lots to do. Lots to do. It's going to be a great day.
So basically, it's not 10 minutes to walk around; it's 10 hours to walk around.
I don't think it'd be 10 hours, but
Yeah.
depends how long your wallet lasts.
Yeah. Will the cash machines on site, aren't there? There's a load of banks around the area, isn't there?
There are, but they all ran out last time.
Ugh.
Bring money, and the Wi-Fi is not very good. I think it's that the Wi-Fi is okay, but I think when you get
30, 40 people,
thousand people in one shop, it sort of gives in. So,
I know Vadertron, he's a bit late to the chat, so he was asking what's happening on Saturday. So it's Echo Live on Saturday, Vadertron, if you're interested in it. Big Star Wars convention thing.
It's basically a fan-run convention by Wayne and 3 or 4 of the guys actually for the Star Wars convention. This is their 10th show. And basically there's toys, dioramas, builder sets, everything you can think of Star Wars, but then the Star Wars training, there's props being there showing off. Some of the big guys around the world will almost be there. Some of the big collectors that I know will 100% be there. Other YouTubers will 100% be there. I know a few bits and pieces. There's over 150 dealer tables, is there?
yeah.
There's photo opportunities left, right, and centre. And
Only selfies, though. We don't do a proper setup as such.
You know, when it comes up to like your say, the guys with the diorama set, do they charge for photos, or is it make a donation to charity or something?
Oh, you mean the life-size ones?
Yeah.
Free. With these guys, they have different deals. They have deals where like you'll pay them. Because obviously we've got to pay for them to come.
Yeah.
You can pay them like so much, and then they charge for photos, or you can pay them more, and then the photos are free. So yeah, photos are free. We don't want anyone having to pay for photos. But we've got a full size land speeder. We've got.
I know he was Aberdeen a couple of weeks ago.
I think it is. Pardon?
I think the guy you're on about, he came and said hello to me. I know he's got the land speed and a few other bits he's taking. He's working on a few more bits, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some nice stuff as Mike. It'll be.
How are you going to get the full size land speeder through that door?
They might have to be somewhere else, to be honest. We had it last time, but the event was in a different location last time.
Just down from Primark where the green trees are.
No, that was the one before. Last time we were what used to be the next store. Where is it? That's sort of halfway between where next is and where the range is.
Yeah,
where we were last time. Next to Sports Direct.
Yeah. If you just want to re-thingy, Vadertron is asking where it is, and I believe it's free, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's in the Kingfisher Shopping Centre in Redditch. It opens at 10 o'clock, and it's free entry.
And basically, you can bring your partner, your wife. There's a big shopping centre itself to walk around with. Loads of shops. There's a load of
parking.
Yeah.
Cosplayers, displays, guest stars, lightsaber training. I've still actually got some tickets left for the lightsaber training. It's free. And I've still got slots left.
And that's one of the guest stars, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's done by Andrew Lorden.
Yeah. Which is basically in episode 1 is the Qui-Gon Jinn battling Darth Maul in that scene.
Yeah, and he plays him dead as well. Lays on the floor very elegantly.
Yeah.
Yes, bring as much cash as you can get your hands on. You're going to need it. You're going to need it all. And do not rely on Wi-Fi or PayPal. Bring cash.
Cash is king, isn't it?
Ken,
Cash
that's a song to use in 8 minutes. Kenny got me interested. I wish I could get down there this weekend.
Come down.
He's up Edinburgh. He's a bit further than you.
All right. It's all right. We've got guys flying in from Mike Havens. Do you know Mike Havens?
The only guy I know is coming in. He's a guy from Ireland's coming in. That's the furthest I know at the moment.
Oh, Michael Havens is coming over from Nashville, Tennessee.
Whoa.
We've got Milan and Ronnie. They come every time from Gothenburg in Sweden.
Whoa.
We've got what's his name? It was a guy who comes from Netherlands. He's been last 3 or 4. We actually at the one, not the last one, the one before, we had someone fly from Argentina. Honestly, it's and Northern Ireland, we've got probably at least 10 come from.
I know there's a guy called Connor or somebody.
We've got a lot come down from Scotland. Some fly, some drive. It's just a really great event. Yeah, that's right, Dan. We did have a chap from Argentina. He's called Daniel Segovia, and he came and did a presentation about the Argentinian top toys, and that was really good.
I know Argentina's different toy like mate. So one of the things with Star Wars now, is it French is Meccano, English is Palatoy, American is Kenner, Mexico is Lily Lady.
Yeah.
And I know Argentina's something else.
Top toys.
And then there's other different countries got all different.
Brazil is Glasslight.
Yeah.
Takara and Sakuda in Japan. Toll Toys in Argentina. Bassa in Peru or Chile. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, there's so many different license holders.
We're all the same.
If you ever bought my Echo guide, it's all covered in that.
Yeah.
Available.
Where can we actually find that? Is that on Echo-based live Facebook then, Wayne? Or
you can get the guides just off the normal Echo-based groups. But I'll have them on Saturday. I do 3. I do the loose action figures. I do vehicles, play sets, and accessories.
Yeah.
And then I do a Palatoy card back guide. So
what price are them going at it, Wayne? Do you know?
They're only cheap. The action figure one is £9 posted. The vehicle one is £15 posted, and the Peloton one's £12 posted. But obviously they'll be cheaper than that on Saturday. And we do a deal for all 3 for £30 on Saturday, which is a really good deal. They're only paperbacks, designed to be used.
Yeah,
and they are really loved. They've been really successful. I know, and they're right, which is the main thing.
I know some of the guys. One of the guys in the other chat we do, he's basically, I think he's done like a Kenner or Palitoy complete guide or something that's coming out soon or something.
Oh, is that Giovanni?
Yeah.
Gianni.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks amazing, that guide.
Yeah.
That book. Really, really looking forward to it. He's going to be there on Saturday. He's just booked a table.
So, I know last time you had, when we were talking about Echo Base last year, there's a guy that done, is it the Cloud City play set?
Oh, yeah, Lee Gregory, yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Toys.
Yeah.
He's going to be there on Saturday. Pretty much anyone who's into Star Wars will be there on Saturday. Whether that's
technically, you guys are almost like the Star Wars celebration in America, but just on a smaller base, but same sort of stuff, that sort of stuff at yours then.
There'll be more vintage Star Wars at this event than there will be at Celebration.
Yeah. Yes, everyone wants to
It
tell
was
us what-
3, Dan. If I said 4, then no, don't believe Mark. If he says 4, he always gets things wrong. Bless him. It is 3.
Remember correctly with the USR live stream, I'm sure, is it Red 5 Designs? I'm sure they've done a
Yeah,
book as
that's who David's talking about, isn't it?
well. As
Red 5 Designs. Yeah, it's Gianni and Greg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was showing off on their stream and bits. He says, yeah, he was trying to get hold of the Echo Base guys, and I think you did. And, you know, so basically, if you're into Star Wars or anything, that's the place to go then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
100%. Trade on the Facebook groups and come along to the event.
but it's
That's
just
all you
nice
need.
meeting other collectors in person and bits. You know, sometimes you're like, when we and Baz do the stream, it's like, who's that little guy in the corner? He's like, always commenting, but they could come up to you and says, I'm that XY. It's like, what? That guy? Yeah, that's him. You know,
Well, that was why I started doing the early bird passes as lanyards, because I thought, when we first started, no one knew each other. We all know these names who we talk to on Facebook every day, but putting a face to a name is difficult, especially when most people's profile pictures seem to either have a filter on or they were about 15 years ago.
I believe our good friend Salacious Rum's gone as well on Saturday.
yeah, he's 100% going on Saturday.
Yeah. So, to have a pass around your neck, what has your name on it? And, some people want stupid names put on them. I'm like, no, you need your Facebook screen name put on it, because then people can look at it and think, that's who you are.
I want to be called Luke Skywalker, please. Then.
And then we'd say, who's that Luke Skywalker guy? I've never heard of him before.
Never heard of him, yeah.
Oh, you mean David? All right, I know who you are now.
Are you going to be dressing up as your Jedi bear creature thing?
Dark Bear. I'm tempted to take Dark Bear with me, yes.
Take who with you?
Basically, for Halloween, I got myself a Jedi robe, which I've got. And basically, I've got my...
That's a Freddy Fazbear, isn't it?
That's the one. And basically, I called him Dark Bear for the stream.
You've been to Poundland, haven't you?
Yeah. And basically, I just called him Dark Bear for the stream and that sort of stuff. And, I might take the Bear guy, and, if anyone pictures, we'll see.
So you can enter the cosplay competition.
No. I don't think there is one, is there, Wayne?
No. Thing is, it's not really cosplay as such. It's troop and organisations that come.
Yeah.
So I always think it'd be a little bit unfair to choose someone to win out of those guys.
Very important. You would almost say, kids, please enter the cosplay kids contest, but only kids only, and that's it.
Yeah, well, we do. Of course, we do get people who come along dressed up. It's just part of the fun. Yeah, it's
part of the experience, isn't it? It's like, walking around, it's like, have you got a figure of me? At least I know what you look like. There you go.
That's the thing. You just got to work with what you've got. Obviously, if we had a bigger area with a stage and stuff like that, then we could do stuff different, and we could do Q&As and cosplay competitions and things like that. But we like it that we're different, and it's much more personal, and not corporate at all. If you want to ask a guest a question, you just walk up to them and ask them a question. It doesn't need to be a stage with a microphone and whatnot. In the afternoon there'll be plenty of time to go up to any of the guests and ask them any questions that you want.
I said Paul Blake that time, he was like, 100% definitely want to 100% want to do something for me. And tonight, I said I tried to get him on tonight, but I said just email. I said just do me the message. So basically, if you want to play that message again from Paul Blake again for the people that's watching again, and if you try and sort it out for us again, and
the thing is, Paul's one of the ones who actually been to Echo Live before. But he came to the first one that we had guests at, which I think was the fourth one. So it's a completely different event now to what it was back then. Mike Edmonds came to the 5th one, I think. I think John Simpkin came to the 4th one as well. Chris Bunn comes to them all. He loves Echo Live, bless him.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves it. He loves coming along and seeing everyone. I think he classes us all as mates now, to be honest.
So, any guest you'd absolutely love to get there? If you could get one guest yourself, which one would it be? If you could say the dream one.
Well, if you could have anyone, obviously it'd be Mark Hamill. That'd just be a dream. But it's just, trouble is, I know too much about it now, and I know where the bar is and where we can achieve. But yeah, I'd love to get Dennis Lawson. I'd love to get Ian McDermott. I'd love to get Daniel Logan along out of the newer films.
Yeah. The problem is with the big conventions on the same weekend, you can't really get the bigger guests, can you?
Well, it depends where they live, of course. If they live in America, then it's a problem because we don't have the budget to fly them over.
Yeah.
But then, someone like Ian McDermott is a star. It's
well, anything's possible any these days, isn't it? Because anyone could say, listen, I'm over a holiday for a week that week. Can I please come in? Isn't it to anyone who's watching, anyone's watching at any given time, aren't they?
We'll try, and we'll keep trying. Gary Kagan, as Dan says there. I haven't asked him to come back, to be honest, Dan, because he only came, I think, episode 8, I think. But certainly we'll be asking him back in the future, but not yet.
To enter Solo Grado's hold question, I'll be selling. I ain't got the high-end stuff at all on my tables at all. I've only got the figures, that sort of stuff, the low-end stuff. So I haven't got any of the old Palatoy or Kenner stuff, but I've got a load of Hasbros, that sort of stuff, with some Boba Fett stuff, the Mandalorian stuff, and bits like that. So there will be cheaper stuff there, 100%. But Baz, do you want to try and do the Paul Blake video for us?
Well, hello everybody. This is Paul Blake here. That's Greedo. Yep. I think I am Greedo from Star Wars: A New Hope, here in beautiful sunny Aberdeen. But next week, on Saturday the 2nd of April, yes, that's Saturday the 2nd of April, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be in Redditch at the Echo Base Live Convention, to which I am looking forward to immensely. And I take it that you're all going to be there too, because I'll need to speak to everyone, to you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, oh yes, and you. So be there. Well, hello.
Thanks again, Baz. I'll say, once again, if anyone is watching the stream, if anyone wants to come up to me to say, watch the stream tonight and say, you'll get a free Quadro Japanese Solo poster for just watching, I have my banners on, that sort of stuff, so you'll find it, Dave World Toys, so all you need to do is just mention this stream, you get one of these completely free on me, So there you go. What else are you selling, Wayne? Or you basically running around like the headless chicken with people say that you own us to?
That's the thing. Like, after the event, people always say to me, "Oh, what was your favourite part?" And I'm just like, I can't even remember the event. It's just like a blur. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, I haven't gone for as much this time. We've got the mugs, we've got the magnets, the key rings, the badges. Got a few caps. Got some wristbands left from previous events. And the Echo guides, and we've got some posters. The Collect All 96 figure posters. And yes, Jez, you will be buying some mugs. And then yeah, we sort of make sure that the guests are happy and they're getting their cups of coffee and biscuits and whatever else they need, and trying to coerce people into running around after them for me. And then trying to get prizes together for the raffle. Which obviously we start the day with no prizes. So every prize there is donated by either the stall holders or the visitors to the show. So anyone who wants to bring prizes to donate, it's much appreciated. Thank you very much.
I'll try and sort you something out. Don't worry, I'll sort you something out.
Thank you. I'll have at least one signed poster from the previous event, framed up, signed by all the guests who were there then. But we end up with, last time we must have had at least 200 prizes. I think it took over an hour to draw them all. I think we raised about £1,700 last time from the raffle, which was a good amount. So we only do, I think it's 3 strips for a tenner, something like that. So it's cheap enough, really. But what's important to me is that Jez buys more mugs, and he fills that mug tree.
So Jez must be one of your special guys in the chat then, that's coming specially just to buy all the mugs, is it?
If you come to Echo Live on Saturday and you see a guy walking around as an Emperor's Royal Guard, that'll be Jez.
Is that the red guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll be Jez. So you have permission to smack his butt.
No.
He'll enjoy it.
Probably too much, knowing him.
Definitely.
Echo Solo Cargo's holds. Where did I see that one? The one with your poster. Hopefully you'll remember to say hello so I can get one.
Was that to me or to Wayne?
To you.
So you're the one with the solo
Hey, if you
poster.
want to put me on big screen again, Baz, I'll show him.
Dan likes his freebies, though, does Dan?
I'll say that's the poster. It's an official Japanese quadro poster from Japan. All in Japanese and that sort of stuff. You know. Yeah. I'm probably going to be doing 70 away, and then basically you spend £5 on the stall, you'll get one of these completely free. So it's either ask on the live stream or, you know, that sort of, just to help, you know, me and Baz out doing the live streams, that sort of stuff. I was trying to help the community out, you know. But there's the poster anyway, so.
Another thing to watch out for on Saturday is our friend Paul Mays. I don't know if you know Paul. He's an artist. He's done a special commission piece of Ola, which is we're going to be selling, and every penny is going to the charity. So that's really good of him. So watch out for those. I need to advertise them, actually. I totally forgot until right now. And also, Dan Solo, do you need a Jedi training slot for your lad? Because they're up now if you would need one, but we've only got 3 o'clock left. Don't miss out. If anyone wants lightsaber training tickets, I've
Buy
got
a proper Jedi Master that's in the movie.
14 left, and that is it.
I'm tempted to do it myself. It's one of them unique experiences you can't get again, can you?
Hey?
You can go to all these shows and get it done by like their people, but not a person that's filmed in the movie, can you?
Exactly. That's his little tag. Is that, you know, you're learning from someone who was in the film, and there's no one else who does that.
Dave, if you do the Jedi training or the saber training, I want it posted. I want to see you.
The problem is when I got the store to run and bits like that, I can't do both. But I say something like that is just, you can't buy it anywhere else, can you? Because normally at the shows, he doesn't get a chance to walk away from his table to do a special Is it half hour slot? Is it?
I don't know. Half hour, I think. I might be 20
Okay.
minutes. I don't know.
That's not. It's not in the
Yeah,
same
half an
hall,
hour, I
is
think.
it? It's not in the same hall. Is it somewhere else? Isn't it?
It's just literally outside.
Okay. Whew.
Straight outside, so it's a bit of a better setup this time. I've actually just before I come on to you, I've been on the phone with Andrew tonight, and he's really, really looking forward to it. And he's coming to our Indian meal on Saturday night as well, so that should be fun.
I think I'm looking forward to his Indian meal on the pub after more than the show.
Well, you're not coming to the Indian meal, are you? Because you only live 10 miles away.
Oh, I'm definitely coming to an Indian meal. I need to get. It's either when I've had a show, you either get Chinese or Indian at the end of the night, and it's a Saturday night. So
It's not till 8 o'clock though.
The last train's at 11:30, so I'm fine, dude.
Message me after them because it's pre-book only, and I have to give them the numbers tomorrow.
You probably get 100 messages in a minute. Eh?
I don't think so. I think there's how many people watching? 9.
Roughly 15, 16.
15. Oh, we're doing all right.
So basically, the last 5 minutes then to go.
Yeah.
I say any at the chat. If you only got any more questions for Wayne, because he's the best person to ask about the weekend. So let me go straight. 9:50, 8 o'clock. You can come and get your badges for the early birds.
If you've booked an early bird, 8 o'clock, you can collect it for entry at 9:15. I advise that you queue early because obviously the earlier you queue, the earlier you get in.
And then basically, then opens to the public at 10 o'clock.
Free entry, no tickets, just walk in.
Well, basically, only so many people in the hall itself, the shop, or?
Yeah, we might have to enforce a 1 in, 1 out, depending how busy we are. We had to last time, but it was a smaller shop last time.
Yeah.
This one's about 20% bigger. And also we haven't, COVID's not so much of a worry this time. Last time, back in August, we were having to think about sort of a bit of spacing and stuff. Which isn't so much of a hot topic this time. Although it's still as bad as ever, of course.
Well, we know more people now with COVID than it was in the height of the season.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah, definitely. Dan, no buffet lunch, but there is a McDonald's upstairs.
Well, there's vouchers as well for later.
Beer vouchers are released, not buying them, Dan. I don't expect to have to pay for any beer that night.
Well, officially, upstairs there's McDonald's, Subway, Mexican, which I tried the other night, Chinese, Greg's. There's all sorts around there. There's 10 or 15 different food places, and it's ridiculous what's upstairs. It's almost a full court above it.
Yeah.
If you're that bored as well, there's a cinema 2 floors up from us.
No one's going to be bored.
If you're fully bored and want to get exercise, there's a gym opposite the corner as well.
Yeah. Buy your Star Wars stuff and then just go to the gym right after it.
Yeah. What's that?
No one will have any money left to go to the gym after.
So basically, we're always trying to stay is this Saturday, Redditch, Kingfisher Shopping Centre.
Be there.
Come and say hello to Wayne as well.
You have to. Come give Wayne your money for mugs. Come buy your mugs. Got 180.
So basically, at the end of the night, if you don't buy them at the beginning, the last hour will be buy one, get one free, and there's 2 designs. There's him for you.
No, there's actually 5 designs. I'm only promoing 2. The other 3 are like popular ones from the past.
I'm not sure I'll have any money left for food and drink.
I think McDonald's goes perfectly honest. We're right next to Farm Foods. You can get a case of pop for £8. or something. So if you split it with 4 friends, you got 4 cans each all day. You know, that's literally right next to us. A farm food is right next to us. The drinks are a lot cheaper, like the NEC as well, like £3 a bottle of Coke. It's only like XYZ next door.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, it's definitely, you got to be smart when you're spending this much money on toys.
yes. But no, well, basically, before we go, you can find me at Dave World Toys on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We're doing another Toy Chat Q&A just with me and Baz this Thursday night from 9 o'clock. If you want to come out with any questions. Baz, where can we find you again?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
All the good stuff.
all the good stuff.
And then Wayne, if you want to lead us out, where can we find all the stuff for Make You the Saturday again? It's all up to you. You can close us out, mate.
For more details, we only really do Facebook, although there is one guy does an Instagram or something or other. But if you want the important details, come to Facebook at Echo Base Live. All the details will be on there for this event. Everything's on there. But more importantly, like the page, because for future events, to be in the know. And if you're ever staying over in the future, book your hotel early.
Yes.
Obviously, if you book it early, it's like 35, 40 quid. It's
the cheapest I found was like 85, 90 quid a night. I was like, no, I'm going home. It's worth jumping in a taxi.
Just stay over. It's worth it.
I don't know. I might. We'll see.
Let me know about the Indian anyway. But yeah, see you all at 10 o'clock if you haven't got a pass. And like the page at Echo Base Live on Facebook for all the details.
No, thanks for everyone for joining in. I hope they answer this question for Q&A. Thanks for Wayne for coming on. Join me and Baz this for Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Wayne, if you want to stop there for 1 second. So, other than that, thank you so much for everyone for coming on or asking the questions to at least Wayne. He's the main man. So, thank you very much and good night.
Until Thursday.
Is my check in the post?
Yes.